Yes, dearest respected youngsters, my gratitudes to you that you gave me this chance to be with you, to study a common sense thought, to study some of the beautiful mantras, and most importantly, to steadily study this great, grand, glorious Shastra Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And I believe that you are regular, I believe that you are able to grasp it. If these two are done, I am sure that your intellect's purity, expansiveness, subtlety, information, knowledge, wisdom is growing. That is the true maturity, that is the true evolution. With this grown, expanded, and subtle knowledge in the intellect, we'll be able to rethink about our life as to what to achieve and how to achieve, what not to achieve and how to avoid. So too, when the world comes to us in different forms and ways, bringing different experiences, etc., how to respond to them so that I am not at misery or loss, the world also not. So that way, the Gita knowledge equips the individual with that beautiful maturity with which he lives at ease and peace with himself, so too with the world around. अब इससे बढ़िया क्या चाहिए? फर्स्ट इसको गेन करो, देन बिकम डॉक्टर, लॉयर, इंजीनियर, politician, anything, it's all secondary. Everywhere you will be a contributor. Everywhere you will make the world happy. Everywhere you are an asset. Everywhere you are happy with yourself. सबसे पहले ये है शास्त्रों के ज्ञान का महिमा. For that only we are telling. But as physics, chemistry are lifelong subjects to study, so too this is to be studied for long time to have, as I said, the clarities, the expanded understandings, the depths, etc. Is it not? As you grow in age, as you are purifying your intellect, you understand, with noble life. So too, if you add by your choice, definitely every day little of upasana, है ना, the prayers to the God, prayers to the Guru, ये भी करोगे ना, heart becomes pure and subtle. In that, what I said now, the deep, expansive, subtle knowledge from Gita will be able to grasp, which positively transforms the whole life. You are no more the giver of misery or sufferer of miseries. You will be now doing your dharma, enjoying it so, knowing your goal, walking towards that, enjoying that also. And who knows, very soon you may know even reach that goal. And there's no two goals for everyone. Goal is one, that is to be happy essentially or eternally. And eternally happy one can be only when one discovers eternal happy object. And what is that? It is not an outer object, it is your own subject self. Therefore, कोई भी शाश्वत सुख चाहता है ना, वो घूम फिरा के he'll have to become spiritual only. You all run into the world with earning money and all, everything you get, but all temporary. The moment, if any day an intelligent question comes up that I want something permanent, you will have to become spiritual because only spirituality teaches you the presence of the permanent Lord or the self and also the technique to reach. फाइनली आना ही पड़ेगा सबको इधर. तो यू एंड आई आर गिवन ए चांस out of our own punya phala that to get an information about it. Knowing this information straight away, if you can turn totally to spirituality, quickly reach out. Knowing it, understanding it, postponing it for some time, and do at that time, then also you will reach. Knowing but never taking it seriously, continuing our own earlier outer life, then you continue being a professional, being a good, smart person of earning lots of money, making good home, enjoying with family. मजा आएगा करो. But all of that is not as great as spirituality. Because in spirituality, you discover the infinite self, self of all as yourself. Otherwise, in all those gains, a age comes where we become old. Who will help us that time? And the people leave us. Who will help us that time? And all circumstances will not be even or convenient to you. तब क्या है हमको हेल्प करने वाला? स्पिरिचुअलिटी. सडनली उस टाइम आई विल डू स्पिरिचुअलिटी मतलब होता नहीं वो. You will not be fit at that time. You are drowned in the misery so much around. Nothing can help you. Right now onwards, if you do it, then at that age time, you can quickly decide, aha, people are not with me, I'm just all alone now. Chalo, already I have learned spirituality. Thank God, I'll take it as blessings and opportunity. I'll involve in it. इस तरह से we can help ourselves. So welcome. Let us do like every day. Today also the three things, Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, then one common sense thought. Then we'll do the 6th shloka, Lingashtakam. So how many shlokas, stotras we are learning? Very good. Start with prayers. Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ॐ अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेकं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम गुणातीतमानं चिदानन्दरूपं चिदाभासकं सर्वगं ज्ञानगम्यं मुनिध्येयमाकाशरूपं परेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम जगत्कारणं कारणज्ञानरूपं सुरादिं सुखादिं गुणेशं गणेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम. ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा. ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा. ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरद सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा. Friends, every day we chant our regular two mantras and some addition. So today being Wednesday, Ganapati is remembered. Thank you. Now the first topic is Bhagavad Gita. We are in the study of Bhagavad Gita into the 10th chapter. The name of this chapter is Vibhuti Yoga. All the Vibhutis of the Lord are told by the Lord for Upasana when Arjuna asks. Before that, Bhagavan here he is summarizing what is taught in the last 7, 8, 9, 3 chapters. Listening to that, Arjuna will first praise the God and then he'll ask Lord to tell the Vibhutis for the practice, the presence of Paramatma, Lord, everywhere. We have to do that practice consciously, carefully. We'll see that topic. But now, in the first few shlokas, Bhagavan, out of his kindness and compassion, summarizes what he taught. Yesterday we saw the first shloka, second also we touched. Today we'll see the third one. So what was the first one? He Mahabaho, he Arjuna, Bhuyaha, me Paramam Vachaha Shrunu. Again, listen to my supreme words, ultimate words. Why the Vacha is Paramam? Because the theme in that. The theme in the words of the Lord is the knowledge about God which liberates us. When you realize that knowledge, when we experience the theme of that knowledge. Therefore, Paramam Vacha. And why Bhagavan gave that knowledge to Arjuna again? Why is he giving again? And again to whom he gives a Priyamanaya and Hitakameya. From our side, if you like it, if you cherish it, if you say once more, like in गाना वगैरह में गाना अच्छा है लोगों को अच्छा लगा और they say once more then he sings again. So too, if you really are happy like Arjuna, Bhagavan gives us again and again. If you put a frowning face of misery, I didn't like it at all, I don't want. Bhagavan says, never mind, I will not give. But Priyamana, yeah, you are happy by listening to me. I can see it on your face. Therefore, I want to give it to you again. The knowledge repetition. Second one is what? When I'm saying, though I am giving you because you are enjoying it, but my purpose of giving it to you is hita kamya. Because I am always in the kamana of your hita. तुम्हारे हम्म, हम्म. So for your hita, only one desire I have of your own welfare, your own well-being, your own liberation. So therefore, I am telling you again. And this knowledge of mine is so rare, be attentive. If they try by themselves, even the Brahma Adi Devatas and Bhrugu Adi Rishis also, they cannot know. But if I want to give, even simple ordinary people, even like you also, can know this knowledge. Therefore, understand that my love to you, understand the need and importance of that knowledge, and attentively listen. That is the meaning of Shrunu. This is what he said in the second shloka. Name viduhu suraganaha prabhavam na maharshayah. Aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashah. So, me prabhavam suraganaha na viduhu na maharshayah viduhu. Suragana means the groups of devatas. Brahma adi devatas, Indra adi devatas, Aditya adi devatas, Rudra adi devatas, Navagraha adi devatas, Dikpala adi devatas, Vasu adi devatas. Me prabhavam naviduhu. They don't know my prabhava. Prabhava means my prabhutva, my rulership. Or prabhava means my prabhava, my efficiency, efficacy and capacity. Or my prabhava means my arrival, my doings when I arrive. प्रभाव का अर्थ अवतार भी होता है, प्रभाव का अर्थ प्रभाव भी होता है, प्रभाव का अर्थ प्रभुत्व भी होता है, बीइंग अ रूलर और लीडर. सो मे प्रभव न विदुः सुरगणाः, the Brahma, Indra, Adi, unless they tell, I tell them, unless they are blessed by me. How much ever they try, I won't. But like you, if they are also Priyamanaya, I will give them. If they are not interested, if they are interested only in their work, the perks that come out of the work and salary, let them do, I will not tell them. So, me prabhavam suraganaha naviduhu. My prabhava, me means mama, mera. Prabhava is utpatti. And do what when I take the avatara? Prabhava means my own prabhava, my ability, my efficiency, my capacity. Prabhava means prabhutvam. I am the Lord. Suraganaha navidu devatas. So too na maharshayah. So many maharshis are there. Atri, Bhrugu, Vasishta, Gautama, Kashyapa, Angirasa, Pulastya, Pulaha, Javadagni, Vishwamitra, Vyasa, Shukadeva, Yagnavalkya, Maitreya. How many rishis are there? But they also will not know unless I bless. Me prabhava. All these three things. Another reason because of which they cannot know is what? Aham adirhi devanam. Aham adirhi maharshinam sarvashah. Sarva prakaraihi. So, for everyone, I am the cause. I am adirhi devanam maharshinam. Be attentive here. This is what the entire crux. Whoever you are seeing them as devatas, whoever you are seeing them as rishis or maharshis, where from they all have come? They have all come from me only. So I am there as their cause. So the effect cannot know the cause. Effect can only can become one with the cause. So I will bless them to discover their identity with me. That way they will come to know me. Otherwise, objectively, how much ever they know me, all that knowing is not correct. Really knowing me is knowing me as their own self. Otherwise, even devatas cannot know. Anybody who knows that I know the God, he is incomplete or wrong if he says that much only. If he says that I know the God as my own self and self of all, then he is understood and seen the God. Because God is not an object to be known other than you. Anything known by me is the jada, is an ashwara. It's a inert thing, perishable thing. So you are making the God and perishable, inert and perishable. How can the God be inert and perishable? Batao. So therefore, I experience myself as conscious and imperishable. So God has to be my own self. I am rather the self. I am not this individuality. But out of delusion, I am living like this. So Shastra Jnana Sadhana is for that purpose. Every individual in every life little knows and does. You as a youngster at this young age only are given this wisdom. Either catch it sincerely or make it into your own heart as a roots or as a bija seed so that it will grow in its own time. So I being the Adi, the Mula Karana of all Devatas and Rishis, those who know so many things, they cannot know me. And if they know me, they will know me only when I bless. When I bless them, they will know me by identifying with me. My Prabhava means all the three. What I do when I take avatara and what is the Prabhava, the effect I have. Then the Prabhutvam, the Ishwaratvam, all the three. So second shloka we have seen. Name viduh suraganaha prabhavam na maharshayah. Why? Aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. Now the third shloka talks about how we have to know the Lord as. When we know the Lord as we actually correctly know Him, and that knowing of the Lord will be as knowing as our own self. ये सब ऐसे सुनते रहना, लगातार सुनो, then the crux of it, the subtlety of it, you will develop an ability to grasp. You listen carefully every time. Regularly listen, okay, capacity आएगा. Like regularly when I listen to medicine, all the medical knowledge starts happening to me. Regularly I listen to politics, all the drama that's happening in the politics, behind the curtains and before, all that I'll come to know. So to listen carefully, regularly, such great truths through this, such great Shastra, you will come to know. Today we will see the third shloka in which Bhagavan says, so if you know me like this or whoever knows me like this, they are freed from all the delusions, they are freed from all the sins. That shows that the ignorance of this knowledge is the cause of confusions, delusions, and sinful life and suffering. Very important shloka. Let us study it. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ दशमोऽध्यायः विभूतियोगः श्रीभगवानुवाच अथ तृतीयश्लोकः 1 and 2 we have seen. Today we are seeing the third one. श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच यो माम् अजम् अनादिं च 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 वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते. टुगेदर श्रीभगवानुवाच यो माम् अजम् अनादिं च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते. Again, श्रीभगवानुवाच यो माम् अजम् अनादिं च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते. What a beautiful, useful, subtle, important shloka with meaning. Short and sweet only I will tell. Lord says, Yaha, whoever may be he who, she, shu, Mam, mujhe, to me, vetti. Know me. Know me as what? Ajam and Anadim. Ajam, unborn. Anadim, beginningless. These two. Third one is Loka Maheshwaram, of the entire universe as Maha Ishvara, the supreme ruler, governor, etc. Such a person, the results are what? Saha, that person, Martyeshu, among all the other beings, he is asammodaha, is freed from the sammohaha, the delusion. Second is sarva papaihi, from all the sins, pramuchyate, he gets liberated. So the three things to know about God, two results. The two results are ultimate. So what are the three things to be known about the God are? Knowing the Lord to be Ajam and Anadim. Okay. So first we have to understand Anadi. So Bhagavan has no beginning at all. Adi means first. First means Karanam. तो भगवान हैज नो कारणम देयरफॉर इज अनादि. जिसका कोई कारण होता है वो कारण से वो जन्म लेता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड आदि. लाइक द पॉट. सो पॉट इज व्हाट? आदि वाला है. इट हैज कम फ्रॉम इट्स कारण कॉल्ड एज द मड. Mud has become the Adi Karana, therefore, from that Adi Karana, the Janma of the pot has happened. But what about the mud? It is always there, no, eternally. At that level, at its level of reality. पीछे जाओ, even the mud, etc., also have come from Paramatma only. That is our theme to know, but example we are taking. Therefore, where from the mud came means it has come from nowhere. So it is Anadi, it is always there. Because it is Anadi, always there, that which is Anadi, always there, how can it have a birth? It cannot have birth. Therefore, Ajam. भगवान है अनादि है इसलिए अजम है, अनबॉर्न. So he has no cause of himself, therefore he is not an effector. So he is always eternally there. Reverse करो इसको. That which is eternally there, which has no cause, therefore which need not to be born, that principle is called as God. And that can be only what? The pure consciousness and existence. Because the existence is eternally there, therefore it has no cause of it. It is always there. Because of that, it is not born, therefore Ajam. Pure consciousness, pure existence. That is actually the God. He alone is expressing as Krishna, Rama, Shiva, with his inherent lot of power to serve the world, to create the world, to dissolve the world, all that. वो बात की बात. So when from the Lord's standpoint, if you see, he is Anadi, he is eternally there. Okay. From his own manifestation standpoint, you see, he himself manifests as Avatara, is not born through someone, therefore he is Ajam. Anadi means what? He is always there. But he comes as Avatara. When he comes as Avatara, because he is always there, he is not born. Therefore he is Ajam. दैट इज वाई भगवान प्रकट हुए हैं कहते हैं. भगवान का जन्म नहीं होता. लाइक भय प्रगट कृपाला, है ना, कृपाला प्रकट भय. दीन दयाला कौसल्या हितकारी, हर्षित महतारी मुनि मनहारी, अद्भुत रूप विचारी. लोचन घन श्याम, लोचन अभिराम, तनु घन श्याम, निज आयुध भुजचारी. भूषण वनमाला नयन विशाला, शोभा सिंधु खरारी. When Rama is born, भय प्रकट कृपाला. In Bhagavatam also, आविरासीत यथा प्राच्याम दिशि इंदु इव मुष्कलः. भगवान का आविर्भाव हुआ है. Again गीता में says संभवामि. Sambhavami means I am already Bhavami, I am always there. Sambhavami I express in a special form for a work. So like I am there. I am already there. As a speaker, I am Sambhavami. Without me existing, how can the speaker in me can express? In the same way, Bhagavan is eternally existing but expressing as Krishna or Rama. So that's called as Sambhavami, Prakata वगैरह. तो भगवान का आविर्भाव प्रकट अवतार होता है, जन्म नहीं होता, याद रखो. तो Lord Rama born to Devaki, that Yashoda, Kausalya and Dasharatha expressed through them. He was eternally there. That is why he told, no, ki I will be born to you. When he says I will be born means he is already there. So expressing through you. So two words are understood. One is Anadi. He is always there. There is no cause for him. Therefore, Ajanma, that is called as Ajam. So Bhagavan. Reverse karo. So that principle which is eternally there, they were never born. But when required, expresses in a form. That principle is called as God. And that has to be Sat and Chit. That Satyachit God only is appearing as Krishna and Rama or Shiva or any Devi Devata. I am giving you such a sublime knowledge in a simple manner. Oh, my dear friends, catch it. You will never have doubts regarding what is actually the divinity or God and what is the meaning or purpose of God manifesting, expressing in the form of various avatars. Okay, once I get expressed, third thing is to be understood about me is Loka Maheshwaram. I project the world out of me as said in the 9th chapter. Then whenever required in a expressed form, when not required in an unexpressed form, I only manage the entire show of the world of creation, maintenance and dissolution. That work is called as my supreme Ishwaratva. Therefore, I am Loka Maha Ishwaraha. I am the supreme Ishwara of the whole world because I create, I maintain, I dissolve. More subtly seeing, from my own self I create the world. और subtly देखो, मैं ही in the form of this world appear. Therefore, I am the Loka Maha Ishvara. Therefore, that principle, because of whom the whole world is created, whole world is maintained, whole world is dissolved, that principle again is called as God. And what is that again? At the time of creation, maintenance, and certain dissolution of any name and form is there, is pure existence and consciousness. Therefore, that is called as God. Therefore, the God as existence and consciousness is Anadi. God as existence and consciousness is Ajam. The God is as existence and consciousness is Loka Maha Ishwaraha, the one who knows that Lord. And you cannot know him as an objectively. You have to meditate in your heart and discover his own subjective self. And naturally, when I discover the God in my heart as myself, I am free from my ignorance about myself. Therefore, asammudaha samartheshu. He has no ignorance at all. Therefore, from the ignorance only the delusion comes. Ignorance means not knowing the God as self, self as God. Delusion means, therefore, I and the world and the God are different. In that confusion we stay. That's called as delusion. So this person discovered the God as himself. Therefore, there is no delusion that there is something other than the God called as world or me or the God. Are there any of the form of the God? If at all they are there, they are the manifestation, expression of one God only. That knowledge will be there. That's called as asammudaha. There's no confusion in him at all, even little. Because of which he is already knowing himself as a God, and God is blissful. He is in the bliss. He is not an individual with the upadhi that he'll have to do some work to get a result. Therefore, sarva papai pramuchyate. Even here, punya also is papa because you are doing something. Because doing is papa. And what are the two types of papa? Janata, knowing and unknowing. Whether sins done knowingly or done unknowingly, he will be freed because the doer he is not there because he has become one with the Lord because he has known the Lord. Knowing the Lord is becoming one with the Lord. And what is the Lord knowledge to be known? He is Ajam, he is Anadi, and he is Loka Maheshwara. And what is the meaning of these three words? You have to reverse and understand. Who is the one who is beginningless? Who is the one who is, because beginningless, is not Barnu? And who is the one who is the Ishvara of the entire world in the form of creation, maintenance, and dissolution? In the deep inquiry, when we discover the God, there is no delusion at all, asammodaha, no sammohaha, no confusion, no misunderstanding. Therefore, you will never do any karma which is called as papa here, punya bhi papa hi hai, because both of them bind us to the birth and death. So, to sarva papa means knowingly and unknowingly whatever is done. From all of that, he gets liberated if he discovers. Like when I wake up from the dream, all the papa done in the dream, punya done in the dream, both of them are I am freed from or not. Because in the waker, that individuality is not real, nor the punya papa done by him. You can't say, no, in the dream I gave so much of donation. So in the waking plane, I should be given a respect or certificate. So to have done a papa, so waking me aage, so you are not punished. That parlance is different. So to when I discover myself, I will be waking up from this dream of I am a doer, therefore I have done punya and papa. And what is that waking up? Knowing the Lord this way, and this way Lord is me. So yaha mam ajam anadim veti lokamayeswaram iti cha veti. Saha samar martyeshu asammudaha saha sarvapapaihi pramuchyate. This is called as the knowledge about the Lord, which is a summary of last 9 chapters. And again, it is vague only, definitely, because you are trying to understand that God to be something outer object. Through these pointers, we have to discover the Lord as our own subject in us. Or when you inquire on these words, which is unborn, which is unmodifying, which is undying, then we say it is me only, because in my presence only the whole world is born, staying, and going. I am eternally there, the self in me, the conscious existing self in me. Another thing is what a deep meditator के लिए है, you look back and ask these questions. Did you ever have the experience of your own birth? Did you ever have the experience of your own death? Think about it. Challenge देते हैं. You can never remember your experience of birth or death because you were never born or never dying. Logical fallacy क्या है? If somebody will have to be born, he should not be there in the beginning. If somebody has to be died, he should not be there later on. So if I am died already, I should not be now. है ना? I am alive means what? I am not dead. And if I am not dead, then I should not be born also. Because only that which is born dies. Then who am I? Birthless, deathless. Then which is born and dying? Body. Body also is not born and dying. It is only assembly of the 5 Mahabhutas and they get disintegrated. So the Jiva also enters into the body and goes in. So who is born, who is dying? Nobody. So if you have the knowledge, you will be freed from birth and death. No birth certificate, no death certificate. That is of the body because of assembly of Panchamahabhutas, and that day it is thrown out of the womb of the mother for the sake of calculation in the Vyavahara. Birthday, death day, all that are done. Otherwise, as a Jiva, I never born and died. As a Sharira, I am never born and died. As a self, also, there is no birth and death. No, this knowledge is the greatest. Kitna flabbergasting hai. This knowledge should be given first to you once you enter into 10th, 12th. Then you will not run behind the gross things. You will discover yourself to be this. You are liberated. You are no samsari. Everybody should be doctors and lawyers, having discovered the self and get liberated. Not knowing the self and getting lost in the world as an individual, as a suffering person. By the way. So whoever knows me to be unborn, ajam, anadim, beginningless, lokamaheshwaram, the supreme one, Lord of the whole world, saha person, that person, samarteshu, among all beings, asammudaha, free from all the sammoha, confusion, delusion, because the confusion, delusion come from the ignorance. Ignorance is gone away because the knowledge has come. Knowledge is about that Lord who is ajam, anadi, lokamaheshwaram. Because there's no some moha, only in the delusion we identify with somebody, we get some desires, and to fulfill that some papa we do. Therefore, sarva papa hi brahmacharya. Till we wake up in the dream, from one papa to the other, from one punya to other, we keep on doing in dream. The moment we wake up from all the punya papa of the dream, we are all freed, liberated. Same way, when we awaken to this self of ours, all punya papa go away from us. All the sammohata goes away from us. These things from now, when you listen for 10 years, then slowly you will grasp what is said. So initiation is done. जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है मैंने बता दिया. अब मनन करके दृढ़ हो जाओ इस ज्ञान में, आपके हाथ में. So we'll stop here today. Just chant once. Sri Bhagavan Yo Mam Ajam Anadim Cha Veti Lokamaheshwaram Asammudha Samartyeshu Sarva Papai Pramuchyate. It's a very, very important shloka, I tell you. Okay, thank you. Let us do our second topic today of the common sense thought. Hmm. Hmm. Today's common sense thought is the mind's mischief. Mind's mischief क्या है? Exactly what to do. It is blank about every moment. Therefore, in that confusion, it ends up in doing which is not correct or not required. This is the general mischief of the mind in many. Exactly what to do, it doesn't know, and it can't be without doing something. So it propels us to do something which is not correct, in which we waste time also, in which we waste energy also, in which we miss our opportunities also, resources also. And by doing the wrong thing, we will only end up in super troubles. Mind's mischief of confused regarding what to do, therefore ending up in doing wrong thing. Continuously it's happening. How to avoid that, sir? Only one way. Bring your intellect. With the intellect, clearly know what exactly to be achieved. Goal. Then exactly know what to do to achieve that goal. Then exactly must know at this moment what I have to do. Then do it. Where is the confusion? Where is the blankness? Where is the need of doing some other nonsense? Like exactly I know the goal is I have to teach Geetha to my children. And exactly I know the means for that. I have to know what is said in Geetha and sit in the class in front of whatever computer laptop, open the YouTube. I am doing it, no. Then where is the mind with confusion and making me do some other nonsense? No, after the class is over, again my mind is not blank because intellectually I know what exactly to do. If I don't know correctly what I have to do, of course, depending on whatever the higher goal I have chosen, then something nonsense will be taken as goal by the mind. It goes into those fields to graze and it creates all the calamity. Therefore, avoid the mischief of the mind that even one moment also it should not be without any clarity as to what to do and therefore not engaged. Else, what will happen? It will only engage in the nonsense of the world for its own misery and others. Every moment we should exactly do only that we are supposed to do without any confusion. And all that's possible only when we know clearly the goal and means. So you select your own goal as a doctor and become doctor through your various education. And once you have doctor, then you know every moment. When you are in the chamber, you are taking up the patients. When you are at home or in your own desk table, you are browsing through all articles to update your medical knowledge. वेयर इज द कंफ्यूजन है मैं क्या करूं अभी अरे क्या क्या करूं पैजामा है क्या आदमी है तो को हाउ कैन यू से मैं क्या करूं अभी सम सिचुएशन सडनली कोई एक्सीडेंट हुआ कोई फेलियर हो गया उस समय फॉर ए मोमेंट यू कैन से मैं क्या करूं देन यू आस्क द गुरु अते ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्त विचिकित्सा वा स्यात् यू विल जस्ट गाइड but otherwise every moment I must be clear as to what to do to achieve what this is the highest maturity. And in that, the goal should be ultimate. The path should be very noble. Don't say, so obviously I know and every moment I'm engaged. What do you know that your goal is? सबको cheating करो और कि है ना चोरी करो और घोटाला करो. And I'm engaged every moment, Don't tell like that. I know what to do. Like terrorists know what to do. But what they are doing itself is not wrong, not right. You can't terrorize anyone. You just live an ordinary life, do your vyavahara and do some dharma, do some seva and remember God and disappear. How can you terrorize others with your bullets and guns? Stupid fellow. Bewakoof. What right you have? First, you discover the Lord within you. You have a duty to serve the world, but you have no right to destroy anybody and create terror. But he says, I am decided and I know what to do, I am doing. So therefore, you said no, every moment engage, I am engaged. You will be like a kutta one day will be shot by the police military. Swamiji, I know what to do and what to reach. I'm always on that job. And what is your goal, sir? Khoob khana. Then what are you doing? 24 घंटे browsing all the internet, cheap and best meals and all that. मैं order करते जाता हूँ, खाते जाता हूँ, मम्मी पापा पे करते रहते हैं. So I'm engaged fully. Are you are engaged in stupidity? How can the food be goal? How can the sleeping be goal? I know my goal is sleeping. I'm always engaged in making the bed बिस्तर और सो जाता हूँ. कभी बिस्तर पे सोया, कभी नीचे गिरा, कभी सोफे पे सोया, कभी क्या बोलते हैं स्विंग पे सोया, कभी कुर्सी पे सोया. कुछ नहीं है तो डेस्क पे. That's my goal. I'm doing engaged every day. Nonsense. Don't think like that. What we meant by a goal is your career goal and your spiritual goal. Clear. And every moment you must know what. Like after this next moment, what I do, I must know. That is called as maturity of intellect. If it's not there, mind is confused as to what exactly to do. Therefore, it just चल जाते हैं खाने को, चल जाते हैं सोने को, चल जाते हैं घूमने को, फिरने को. अरे हो कि नहीं हो खाना सोना घूमना फिरना? No. For a human being, everything is profession and divine. In that only you have to revel and enjoy. On the name of enjoyment, those who give up their duty and devotion, they are only बेवकूफ है वो बहुत होंगे. They may go for Sunday off, picnic, etc. Go to temple, but there's a purpose. You are becoming a devotee there. That is accepted. Sometime you may go to your relative to console them. They were in problem. It has a purpose. You can. But I say घूमने जा रहा हूँ. In that also, if it was the health and refreshing, it's okay. But all of them should be guided to one goal. Enjoyment, entertainment can never be the goal. That you can have for refreshing yourself so that you are energized to work towards the goal. And for the one like Hanumanji, who's a great sevaka and all, unko कहते राम काजु कीने बिनु मोहि का विश्राम. Without doing Rama Karya, how can I take rest? And Rama Karya is such that it never ends. Therefore, there's no rest for Hanuman. He's always engaged. So this is our common sense thought today. Mind's mischief of confused regarding what to do any moment, every moment. Therefore, either goes to sleep or ends up in doing the nonsense. It continues for lives together. That's called illusion. How to avoid it? Bring the intellect, know that you're a human being, keep your spiritual goal, and in the world also with your talent to serve, keep a goal and every moment engage in that. तो आधा दिन हमारा लोक सेवा में उस बाहर साधना में होना चाहिए, आधा दिन हमारा अंदर का स्पिरिचुअल साधना में लगे रहना है. हाउ कैन यू से वन मोमेंट आल्सो आई डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू नाउ? अरे इम्पॉसिबल होना चाहिए वो कभी नहीं. आपको जिंदगी भर डाउट नहीं होना कि मेरे को पता नहीं था क्या करूं. Every moment you should engage consciously. That's the common sense thought today. Let us come to our Lingashtakam, the sixth mantra. I think so. 5 we have seen. Yesterday we saw Kunkuma Chandana. Now is the sixth one. Deva Gana Archita Sevita Lingam. Now also just now came Name Vidu Suraganaha. So that Lord Shiva's Lingam, which is Archita Puja done by Deva Gana. I told you already Devagana, the Dwadasha Adityas, Ekadasha Rudras, Dasha Dikpalakas, Navagrahas, Ashtavasu, Saptarishi. So too the Saptamatrukas, the Chatushashti, Yogini Devatas, they're all there. Devagana कहते हैं उनको. Indradi Devagana, Vaswadi Devagana, Ashwini Kumara Sar Devagana. Devagana Archita, Devagana Archita and Sevita Lingam. After Archana, Bhagavan will appear. Then they ask what service we have to do, sir. They tell this day you do this, and they go on doing seva to the Lord through day. Like morning, we also do the Archana Puja in the home of the Lord, taking permission from Him. whatever duty we are given in the world, do it as seva to him. That's the learning from देवगण अर्चित सेवित लिंगम. दोनों अलग अलग करो, देवताओं से और शिवगणों से भी सेवित लिंगम. यह तो इंद्र शिवगण है, रुद्रगण है, रुद्र शिवगण की है, और गणपति के अपने गण होते हैं, इसलिए उनको गणपति, गणों का पति कहते हैं. विष्णु के उनको पार्षद कहते हैं, बट दे आर आल्सो गणस. सो देवा अलग, गण अलग करो या देवगण करो. सेवित लिंगम अर्चित लिंगम, देवगणार्चित सेवित लिंगम. And how do they do it? Bhavai bhakti bhi evacha. With so much of bhakti bhava they do. Okay. Where from the bhakti bhava comes? Because they understood the God to be the cause of everything, and they understand that Lord is the empowerer of everything. Therefore, they bhav bhakti ke साथ करते हैं. So learn from lesson from us also what? Bhakti and bhav के साथ हमको करना चाहिए. When the understanding comes, it leads to the bhava. When the bhava becomes natural, it becomes bhakti. Bhavaihi bhakti virevacha. In that bhava, knowledge is there that Lord is the one who has empowered me, and knowledge is there that the Lord is the one who is everywhere. So, because of Lord, I am alive. Because of the Lord is everywhere. That knowledge leads to a bhava. With that bhava, we have to do with bhakti. है ना, भाव हिंदी में बोलते हैं भाव खाता है, दैट इज डिफरेंट भाव, दैट इज कॉल्ड एरोगेंस. बट भाव के साथ किया उसने, क्या गाना गाया रे, क्या भाव है उसमें, वैसे. बट इट इज हायर देन दैट इज भक्ति. भाव ही भक्ति भी रेवच लिंगम. With full devotion and bhava, they all worship Lord Shiva, who Devaganarchita. Then third one is what? Dinakara koti prabhakara lingam. करोड़ों सूर्य भगवान को भी रोशनी देने वाला. That is the Nara, that is the Bhagavan Shiva. Because there are crores of Suryas are there, not only our Surya and our Surya Mandala, but there are many solar systems in the world. They are given different names. What do we know a little bit of the cosmos? Let us see that James or Hubble, whatever has gone, what pictures it is sending. Already sending. Chandrayaan में भेज रहा है तीसरा 3. So दिनकर कोटि. दिना मीन्स डे, दिनकर मीन डे करने वाला. कौन है वो? सूर्य भगवान. कोटि करोड़ों. प्रभा मीन लाइट करने वाला. So दिनकर कोटियों को प्रभा करने वाला. It is Lord Shiva's presence because of which करोड़ों सूर्य भगवान विराजमान है. No, कभी भी ऐसा नहीं समझना. In this way, therefore Lord Shiva is in the meditational seat. He is the one because of whom करोड़ों सूर्य प्रकाशित कर रहे हैं. No, you should understand now intelligently after listening to Geetha and all these talks. What you understand is there are crores of Suryas. Each of them have their own prabha. For all the prabha of the Suryas, crores, there is only one cause. That one cause is called Paramatma, Parabrahma. He is in the form of Shiva seated here. ऐसे समझना चाहिए. Otherwise, if you talk about Lord Shiva only, seated in Kailasa, उनका कोई सूर्य का संबंध ही नहीं है, तो इन्होंने एक क्या करोड़ों सूर्य का एक सूर्य को भी ये कैसे प्रकाश कर रहे हैं, ऐसा डाउट आएगा. So first we reach through this shloka to that Lord. Then that Lord is in the form of Shiva. So dinakara koti prabhakara परमात्मा ही ये शिव के रूप में, लिंग के रूप में है. तत् प्रणमामि, I am saluting him. Sada Shivalingam, the one who is always auspicious. Okay. Devagana Archita Sevita Lingam. That Lord Shiva Linga, which is worshipped by Deva and Gana. Archita and Sevita, serving and worshipping. How? Bhavaihi Bhakti Mihi. So Bhakti se Archana kriya hai, Bhav se Seva kiya hai. How much is the light of that Lord? Dinakara Koti Prabhakar. He can illuminate करोड़ों सूर्य. Now, करोड़ों सूर्यों का रोशनी को भी who illuminates? My own inner consciousness, because I am aware of the light of millions of suns. Awareness is the one which is the illuminator of all these stars. That awareness is my own essential nature. In Geetha we have seen already. Yomamajam anadim cha vetti loka maheshwaram. In that all this has come. So Dinakaro Koti Prabhaka Lingam Tat Sadashiva Lingam Aham Pranamami. To that Sadashiva my salutations. Okay? Listen 2-3 times, write down the notes, and then contemplate on that grasp essence. Then while chanting this mantra, lift your mind and intellect to that bhava. You can see Lord Krishna revealing. himself to you. That much power is there in these mantras. Okay. Shivanugrahena Parabrahma Praptyartam Darshana Praptyartam Sanatana Dharma Vishwayaptyartam Bhaktanam Sadhakana Vijaya Praptyartam Samasta Yuvanam Cha Sankalpita Satkarmasu Digvijayartam Tesham Hridaya Deshabhakti Dharmabhakti Sanatana Bhakti Adhyatma Bija Mata Pitru Bhakti उत्पत्त्यर्थम लिंगाष्टक अंतर्गत षष्ठम श्लोकस्य जप पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे स्टार्ट देवगणार्चित सेवितलिङ्गं भावैर्भक्तिभिरेव च लिङ्गं दिनकरकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवगणार्चित सेवितलिङ्गं भावैर्भक्तिभिरेव च लिङ्गं दिनकरकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवगणार्चितसेवितलिङ्गं 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 भावैर्भक्तिभिरेव च लिङ्गं दिनकरकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्. So Lingashtakam, common sense thought, mind's mischief of being in doubt, therefore doing nonsense, conquer it by intellectual clarity of goal and means. Every moment we should know what to do, that alone we should do. In Geetha, the one who knows that Lord who is beginningless, therefore birthless, and that Lord who is the Ishwar of the whole world, he knows that Lord to his own self. Therefore, he is no more an isolated individuality, this body, etc., identity. Therefore, he will not do any sin, etc. No more he is in any delusion regarding the truth or reality. Therefore, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Yomam Ajam Anadim Cha Veti Lokamaheshwaram Asam Mudah Samartyeshu Sarva Papaihi Brahmuchyate. Now, in tomorrow's shlokas, we see a list of all the qualities that are told to us and said that they all are coming from Bhagavan. That is why he is Lokamaheshwaram. Excellent shloka. Let us see tomorrow. Sarvam Krishnarpanam Om. Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat. Sajjana Shantimapniyat. Shantamochid Vandebhyaha. Muktasyanya Namochet. Asatoma Sadgamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Murutyormamritangamaya. Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachade. Purnasya Purnamada Purnamevavashishade. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Guru Bhyarma. Paramarshibhyo Namaha. Parabrahmane Namaha. Shrutimatre Namaha. Gita Matre Namaha. Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Vedavyas Maharshi Namaha. Asmad Guru Bhyo Namaha. Om Tat Sat. Brahmarpanamastu. Yes, friends. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Continuing. Narayana.